Babe, but what if he knocks you out?
Ooh. I'm retiring from boxing. I'm getting hit in the face every single...
In a shocking turn of events, Jake Paul has announced his sudden retirement from boxing, citing a new injury as the reason. But is it a genuine setback or just another ploy to avoid facing a real boxing legend like Mike Tyson? Many fans and critics alike are calling out Jake for what they believe is a fake injury, accusing him of ducking the fight of a lifetime. This controversial move has stirred up heated discussions in the boxing community and beyond.
Bro, what the fuck?
Jake Paul, a YouTube star turned boxer, has been a polarizing figure in the world of sports. While he has undoubtedly brought a lot of attention to boxing, many argue that his antics and choice of opponents are damaging the sport's integrity. Traditional boxing fans and purists are frustrated, seeing his rise as a mockery of the hard-earned respect and honor that real boxers have fought for over decades. To date, Jake Paul's opponents have primarily been fellow YouTubers, social media influencers, and a couple of former NBA players. While these matches have garnered massive viewership and media coverage, they haven't done much to prove Jake's legitimacy as a professional boxer. Critics argue that he has yet to face a seasoned fighter, someone who could truly test his skills and mettle in the ring. Mike Tyson, known for his incredible power and ferocity, posed a real challenge to Jake Paul. A fight with Tyson would not only draw massive attention, but also serve as a definitive test of Jake's abilities. However, with the recent announcement of his retirement due to injury, many are questioning if Jake is simply trying to avoid a bout that could potentially expose his limitations. Jake Paul's journey in boxing has been as controversial as it is unconventional. From his brash persona to his carefully curated list of opponents, Jake has built a career on spectacle rather than substance. While his fights have entertained millions and generated significant revenue, they have also sparked intense debates about what it means to be a true boxer. Traditional boxing fans and professionals argue that he is more interested in the showmanship and financial aspects of the sport rather than its true competitive spirit. His choice of opponents is seen as a strategic move to ensure victories, rather than a genuine pursuit of challenging fights. Facing Tyson would have been a daunting task for any fighter, let alone someone like Jake Paul, whose experience pales in comparison. Tyson's power and experience would have posed a significant threat, and many believe that Jake is well aware of this. By announcing his retirement and citing an injury, Jake is seen by many as taking the easy way out, avoiding a fight that could expose his shortcomings and end his winning streak. Jake Paul's retirement announcement has sparked a wave of reactions from fans and critics alike. However, detractors are not convinced. They see his retirement as a convenient excuse to avoid facing a real challenge. The injury claim, they argue, is just another example of Jake manipulating the narrative to suit his needs. By stepping away from the sport now, Jake maintains his 9-1 record and avoids the potential humiliation of a loss to Tyson. Paul, however, vehemently denies these accusations, maintaining his typical brash and unapologetic demeanor. "I'm not avoiding Mike," Paul snapped in a recent video. "Let's get that straight. I would have killed Mike in the ring. But this injury is serious, and I can't keep fighting like this. Anyone who thinks otherwise is delusional." Paul didn't stop there. He took aim at Tyson's health issues, specifically his recent ulcer flare-up. "I actually feel a bit of pity for Mike," Paul sneered. "With his ulcer and all, he should be thankful I'm retiring. Otherwise, he would have been taken out of the ring on a stretcher. I would have destroyed him."
Oh, I have sciatica every now and then. It flares up, and when it flares up, I can't even talk.
Is that the only health problem you got right now? I mean, hopefully.
By declaring that he would have killed Mike in the ring and mocking Tyson's health issues, he keeps the conversation focused on him, ensuring that his name stays relevant. Yet, this bravado also underscores the growing belief that Jake Paul is more about talk than action. While his injury may be real, the timing and manner of his announcement suggest a calculated move to avoid a fight that could have seriously tested his mettle. "Tyson's time has passed," Paul continued in his tirade. "I'm the future of boxing. People need to get used to that. My injury is unfortunate, but it doesn't change the fact that I would have wiped the floor with Mike. He knows it, I know it, and deep down, the fans know it too." However, it was Tyson's response that truly set the stage for an intense verbal spar. Mike Tyson, known for his ferocious demeanor both inside and outside the ring, wasted no time in responding to Jake Paul's bold claims. In a no-holds-barred interview, Tyson mocked Paul's bravado with his characteristic blunt honesty. "Kid thinks he can take me out?" Tyson chuckled, shaking his head.
Will you please promise me you're going to kick this guy's ass and shut him up, please?
Hey, I will do just that for you.
"I've fought the best in the world," Tyson asserted. "Jake Paul's just a sideshow, looking for attention. He talks big, but he ain't got what it takes to step into the ring with someone like me." With Jake Paul's injury announcement serving as the latest chapter in his controversial boxing career, Tyson didn't hold back in calling out what he saw as a strategic move to avoid a true challenge. "In my day, we didn't make excuses," Tyson remarked, his tone laced with a mixture of amusement and disdain. "If you're gonna fight, you fight. None of this retiring because of a supposed injury nonsense." Tyson's blunt critique of Paul's decision resonated with many fans and analysts who had been skeptical of the YouTuber's sudden rise in the boxing world. "If Jake Paul wants to be taken seriously," Tyson continued, "he needs to prove himself against real fighters, not just talk about it. You can't claim to be the best if you're ducking the toughest opponents." For Tyson, the prospect of facing Jake Paul would have been more than just another fight. It would have been a chance to demonstrate that age hasn't dulled his skills or his competitive fire. "I'm still training, still hungry," Tyson declared. "If Jake Paul ever grows a pair and wants to step up, I'll be ready, but I'm not holding my breath." "I've seen it all in this game," Tyson reflected. "From the highs to the lows. Jake Paul's just a blip on the radar. Real fighters earn their place in history. Jake Paul's just trying to buy his way in." Tyson has built his legacy through years of dedication and sacrifice. "You can't fake greatness," Tyson concluded. "It's earned through sweat, blood, and tears. Jake Paul needs to decide if he's in this for the long haul or just passing through." Backing up Tyson's statements, his coach Rafael Cordero has been outspoken about Tyson's readiness and capability. During a recent appearance on the MMA Hour, Cordero expressed unwavering confidence in Tyson's skills and experience. "I believe we don't have to be concerned about it," Cordero said, dismissing any worries about Tyson's ability to compete at a high level. "We're talking about a two-time world champion. The guy didn't have 20 fights in 2 years. He knows how to fight. He's fought against the best guys in the world. When he steps inside the ring, he knows what to do," Cordero emphasized.
He's a different level of athlete. Different level of athlete. He trained really, really hard every single day. The way he moves, I never see before. I train a lot of guys, Mo, as you know, for a long, long time. But in my career, I never hold meets for somebody and throw the punch the way he throw. The power he generated when he throw his punches is something like, say, man, where's this come from? And I'm excited.
Tyson's training regimen, showcased through numerous videos, has left little doubt about his physical preparedness. The ferocity and precision with which Tyson attacks the pads under Cordero's guidance have silenced many doubters. For Tyson, this is more than just staying fit. It's a statement to the boxing world, and to Jake Paul specifically. "Let's see Jake try to mock that," Tyson quipped. "He's all talk and no action. If he thinks he can step into the ring with me, he's got another thing coming. I'm ready whenever he is, if he ever gets over his injury." Amid the escalating war of words between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, another prominent voice has entered the fray. Joe Rogan, the famous commentator, podcaster, and UFC analyst, has not shied away from sharing his thoughts on Jake Paul's sudden retirement and his claims about Mike Tyson. On a recent episode of his popular podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan didn't hold back in his assessment of Jake Paul's injury announcement. "Jake Paul says he's got this serious injury," Rogan began, his tone dripping with skepticism. "Right when he's supposed to fight Mike Tyson. Come on, man. That's the oldest trick in the book. He's just looking for a way out." Rogan's criticism didn't stop there. "Look, Jake's been fighting guys who aren't real boxers, YouTubers, basketball players. Now he's up against a legend like Tyson, and suddenly he's injured. Convenient timing, if you ask me." Joe Rogan has long been an admirer of Mike Tyson's prowess in the ring. Over the years, he has frequently praised Tyson's incredible physique and fighting skills, often warning those who underestimate the boxing legend. "Mike Tyson is a beast," Rogan said emphatically. "I've been saying this for years. Even at his age, he's got that killer instinct. If Jake Paul thinks he can just walk in there and take Tyson down, he's in for a rude awakening." Rogan highlighted Tyson's rigorous training regime with coach Rafael Cordero, pointing out that Tyson's age hasn't diminished his power. "Have you seen the videos of Mike training? It's insane. The speed, the power, it's all still there. He's a monster. Jake better be careful what he wishes for." As Rogan continued, he couldn't resist mocking Jake Paul's bold claims about beating Tyson. "Jake says he would have killed Mike in the ring," Rogan laughed. "Is he delusional or just trying to hype himself up? Tyson would have handed him his ass. No question about it." Rogan didn't just stop at mocking Jake Paul's comments. He made a bold prediction about what would have happened if the fight had taken place. "If Jake actually got in the ring with Tyson, it wouldn't last long," Rogan asserted. "Tyson would knock him out in the first round. Easy."
Like, Mike Tyson's mind has switched over into war. Like, he was doing this interview, and someone said to him, he goes, you look like you're in your 20s. Like, what are you doing? He goes, I just eat raw meat. He goes, I'm eating raw meat. He goes, you're eating raw meat? He goes, yeah, I'm eating raw meat. He goes, because that's what I'm going to eat when I fight.
Amidst the mockery and criticism, Rogan did offer some advice to Jake Paul. Jake, if you're serious about boxing, you've got to step up and fight real opponents. Stop hiding behind these fake injuries and face the music. If you want to be taken seriously, you've got to earn it. Rogan has made it clear that fighting Mike Tyson is not just about the possibility of losing a match. It's about the very real potential for serious injury or even death in the ring. Jake Paul needs to understand, Rogan emphasized on his podcast, this isn't just some game. Tyson's not playing around. He's a killer in there, and if Jake isn't fully prepared, he could get seriously hurt. Rogan recounted a chilling conversation with Tyson that highlighted the former champ's lethal mindset. He told me, that's what I'm going to eat when I fight. I'm going to eat him, just raw meat, Rogan shared. I mean, Jesus Christ, he's in this mode. He's in that God of War mode. Bro, he's in savage mode. If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be shitting my pants.
Just eat raw meat. He goes, I'm eating raw meat. He goes, you're eating raw meat? He goes, yeah, I'm eating raw meat. He goes, because that's what I'm going to eat when I fight. I'm going to eat him. It's raw meat.
Yeah, see,
I was like, Jesus Christ. He's in this fucking mode. He's in that God of War mode. And that he's still got that in him. And I'm telling you, if you keep giving that guy hormones and you keep giving that guy supplements and he's constantly training.
Rogan's vivid depiction of Tyson's mental state paints a picture of a fighter who is not only physically prepared, but also mentally ready to inflict serious damage. Tyson's advanced age does not seem to diminish his ability to be a formidable and dangerous opponent. It's still a 55-year-old, Rogan acknowledged. But at 55, the power is the last thing to go. And the thing is, the speed is still there. He's fuck-sued terrifying.
Bro, he's in savage mode right now. He's in savage mode. If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be shitting my pants.
oh, bro, if I'm fighting this guy and I see he's eating raw meat, I call the fucking thing off.
It's all the experiences that he has had as a conqueror. You have to take those into consideration. When a man has smashed men before, just smashed men, like when no one can stand in front of him, that is in his mind still. That's in there.
Rogan also touched on the psychological aspect of facing a legend like Tyson. Tyson's ripped physique, combined with his intense training regimen and aggressive mindset, creates an intimidating aura. When an opponent sees Tyson looking that fit, it's intimidating. It's like facing a lion that you know is ready to pounce, Rogan said. This psychological edge could lead to hesitation and mistakes from Jake Paul, which Tyson could exploit ruthlessly. One of Rogan's main points of concern is the disparity in experience between the two fighters. While Jake Paul has gained some recognition in the boxing world by defeating fellow influencers and former athletes, his experience pales in comparison to Tyson's storied career. Rogan has repeatedly highlighted that no matter how much training Jake Paul undergoes, it's nearly impossible to replicate the decades of experience and in-ring intelligence that Tyson possesses. That guy can still fuck you up, Rogan continued. I don't give a fucks if you think he's 55 years old. That guy will hurt you. This blunt assessment serves as a stark reminder that Tyson's punches can cause significant damage regardless of his age.
I don't give a fuck if he's 55. That's still Mike Tyson.
Mike's in good shape, too.
Oh, my God.
Mike trains every day.
He trains with Rafael Cordero, who's a legend in MMA. He runs King's Mixed Martial Arts. And Rafael is a fucking world-renowned trainer. When you see him holding the mitts for Tyson, and Tyson smashing the mitts, you're like, Jesus, that guy can still fuck you up.
Tyson, furious over Jake Paul's sudden retirement and claims of injury, has decided to sue the YouTuber-turned-boxer for a staggering $200 million. This lawsuit highlights not just Tyson's frustration with Paul, but also the significant financial stakes involved in what was promised to be a blockbuster fight. Mike Tyson has faced significant financial struggles in recent years. Despite earning hundreds of millions of dollars throughout his career, Tyson's extravagant lifestyle and poor financial management led to severe debt. The proposed fight against Jake Paul was seen as a potential lifeline, offering Tyson a chance to pay off debts and secure his financial future. The fight between Tyson and Paul was not just any ordinary match, it was a highly anticipated event with major financial implications. Scheduled to be broadcast on Netflix, the fight promised to draw millions of viewers, translating to substantial pay-per-view revenue. For Tyson, this was an opportunity to make a significant financial comeback. Jake Paul's sudden announcement of his retirement and his claims of a serious injury have thrown a wrench into these plans. For Tyson, the cancellation or postponement of the fight means the potential loss of millions of dollars. The lawsuit, demanding $200 million, reflects the scale of the financial loss Tyson anticipates if the fight does not happen. Jake Paul's actions have serious consequences, Tyson's legal team stated. This fight was a crucial part of Mike Tyson's financial recovery plan. Jake Paul's sudden retirement and dubious injury claims have jeopardized not only the fight, but also the financial stability of a boxing legend. Netflix had heavily invested in promoting the fight, expecting it to be one of the most watched events of the year. The streaming giant was banking on the clash between the brash YouTuber and the legendary boxer to draw in viewers and subscriptions. With Jake Paul potentially dodging the fight, Netflix stands to lose a significant amount of money as well. Tyson's lawsuit against Jake Paul is not just about financial compensation, it's also about holding Paul accountable for his actions. Tyson's legal team is determined to prove that Paul's injury claims are a convenient excuse to back out of the fight, potentially avoiding a humiliating defeat at the hands of Tyson. "We believe Jake Paul's injury is fabricated," Tyson's lawyer stated. "This lawsuit is about ensuring that Jake Paul faces the consequences of his actions. You can't just walk away from a commitment of this magnitude without facing repercussions. If Tyson succeeds in his lawsuit, the financial compensation could provide him with the stability he needs. However, the legal battle is likely to be long and complex, involving significant scrutiny of Paul's injury claims and the contractual obligations of both parties. If Jake decides to return to the ring, he will need to face legitimate opponents to silence his critics and prove his worth. A fight with Mike Tyson, or any seasoned boxer, would provide the opportunity to demonstrate that he is more than just a celebrity boxer. Until then, the debate over Jake Paul's place in the boxing world will continue to rage on. In the end, Jake Paul's retirement announcement has only added to the controversy and speculation surrounding his boxing career. Whether he is truly injured or simply avoiding a tough fight, one thing is clear: Jake Paul knows how to keep people talking. As the boxing world watches and waits, the question remains, will Jake Paul ever step up and face a real challenge, or will he continue to play it safe, preserving his image and undefeated record? Only time will tell. Will Jake Paul return to the ring and face real competition, or will he continue to navigate the realm of celebrity boxing matches and social media spectacles? And will Mike Tyson, at 57 years old, find another worthy opponent to test his skills and cement his legacy? One thing is certain: the saga of Jake Paul and the debate surrounding his impact on boxing will continue to unfold. What are your thoughts on this? Share your opinions in the comments below. And if you're a boxing fan, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates and analysis on the world of boxing. Ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action. Your support means everything to us, and we look forward to bringing you more exciting boxing content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep fighting.